goes into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Bucs have taken the lead. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit. Because there's
pressure gets to Haskins, and down he goes. Shaquille Barrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Throwing on 2nd and long. Haskins. Big hold of the 30. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take this all the way up to the 38-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. This one complete to Kelvin Harmon. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Kelvin Harmon. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 40.
Now it's Haskins. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Now 3rd down.
A tough spot for Haskins in Washington here. 3rd and long after that last sack.
Check, 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 check. Check, right 54. Right 54. Squeeze, squeeze, double, double. Keep going.
So that'll back him up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. From the gun, Haskins. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
This is taken around the 12. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 21-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now a timeout.
A 28-yard
7 seconds left in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Keep running, man.
Blocked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports. And they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and take